Soldier, a Grand Rapids family in mourning after learning about the death of their loved one.
He was killed in a car crash in Hawaii, and now police there are trying to figure out what led up to it.
24-hour News 8's Spartan Dieters talked to the soldier's wife, who is very proud of his military career, but says there was much more to him.
Brian and Sue, Sergeant Terrence Hilton was 28 years old when he joined the Army. He graduated from Ottawa Hills High School and worked for Cascade Engineering for 10 years. That's also where he met his wife, and their love story is pretty remarkable.
What I did know the next morning when he took me to work is that his shift actually started 4 hours after mine.
She said this is the kind of thing he would do for anyone, not just the woman he had designs on marrying.
I used to joke with him that he was nice to a fault. You can be too nice, I used to tell him, and you're too nice.
2 years after they met, Hinton decided to make a big change in his life.
It was kind of weird because he just literally met a guy one day that was in the Army, and out of the blue, just came home one day and was like, hey, what do you think about me joining the Army?
He trained in Fort Benning in Georgia, lived in Kentucky in 2010, and joined the 101st Airborne. They lived there until he went to Afghanistan for 1 year in 2010. When he returned to the States in 2011, they had their delayed honeymoon, and on April 23, 2012, his daughter, Kaylee, was born.
She changed everything about him. He would be all dressed up in his Army uniform and come home and play tea party on the floor.
She said while he was a decorated soldier, promoted to sergeant, and working on becoming a staff sergeant, his priorities changed.
He was a soldier before that. See, that was his #1 job. That's all he cared about. But when she came along, he was a soldier second and a dad first.
She said in addition to being a dad and a soldier, he was raised in Grand Rapids with his mom and 4 sisters, and he planned to return here to finish raising his daughter.
If I could sum him up in the end, what he was a dad who was being a soldier to take care of his daughter.
Jillian Hinton said plans are still being finalized, but she hopes his body will be back in Grand Rapids Monday, where the Patriot Riders have offered to escort the body to the funeral home. She hopes to have a funeral service sometime midweek. In the meantime, she plans to keep an eye on the investigation to his death in Hawaii. We'll also monitor that investigation. Live in studio, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.